Good evening, viewers. You're watching 6 Stories at 6 and I am Rakshita Mishra with you. We'll start with Prime Minister Modi's war cry from battleground Bihar today. The venue was Karpuri Thakur's village. Target, the Mahagathbandhan, which he calls the Latbandhan. From Jungle Raj to how Congress mistreated Sitaram Kesri. We get you all that went in Prime Minister's fiery speech. Meanwhile, the big news from Delhi, terror attack with Diwali and Delhi on target has been foiled. Details of the show this evening, and it's not just India viewers. Afghanistan is now following suit in turning the taps off on Pakistan. Double water strike for the terror state. And viewers, we will tell you what's happening in other parts of the country. Telangana's Kurnool has been now struck with a massive tragedy. 20 people charged to death as a luxury bus catches fire. In news from Chennai, there's no end to civic apathy in the city. Another road caves in amid the heavy rains. And we pay tribute to Pandey, the one who revolutionized India's advertising world with unforgettable legacy. He passed away at the age of 70. Let's start with battleground Bihar viewers. Prime Minister Modi unleashed attacks on the Mahagathbandhan today ahead of the elections with major rallies in Samastipur and Begusarai. He officially kick-started the NDA's campaign for the upcoming Bihar Assembly elections. And Prime Minister Modi lambasted the Congress and the RJD, contrasting NDA's development agenda with what he called decades of betrayal. And not only that, Prime Minister Modi made a big statement on the treatment of Sitaram Kesri. But why? Because Sitaram Kesri is a former Congress president who hailed from Bihar, and for the very first time in 25 years, the Congress party paid tribute to Sitaram Kesri, its former president, on his death anniversary. Rahul Gandhi, K.C. Venugopal, other leaders offered floral tributes at the Congress headquarters, a gesture that today many are linking to the upcoming Bihar elections, and the Prime Minister attacked the Congress on that. Here's more.
PM Narendra Modi began his Bihar campaign with a visit to the residence of Karpuri Thakur in Samastipur. At Karpuri Gram, he honoured the socialist icon and Bharat Ratna, paying floral tributes to him, while also interacting with the family members. Addressing a charged crowd, the Prime Minister focused on Jungle Raj, reminding the Gathbandhan of its rule over the years.
कांग्रेस आरजेडी ने नीतीश जी के सामने भांति भांति के रोड़े अटकाए, बिहार का नुकसान करने में दिल्ली में बैठी हुई कांग्रेस और आरजेडी की सरकार ने 10 साल तक कोई कमी नहीं रखी थी.
He called Gathbandhan Latbandhan, a coalition of chaos and corruption.
ये लठबंधन वाले जिन लोगों को चुनाव लड़वा रहे हैं, उससे साफ हो जाता है कि ये पुराने दिन वापस लाना चाहते हैं.
His speech focused on the charges faced by the Lalu family, especially Tejasvi, the face of the Indie bloc.
एक आरजेडी का परिवार है जो बिहार का सबसे भ्रष्ट परिवार है, और ज्यादातर लोग अदालत से जमानत पर निकल करके बाहर खड़े हैं.
Referring to the Congress tribute to Sitaram Kesri, the former president of the party, the Prime Minister reminded the crowd how a party that locked up Kesari in the bathroom to ensure Sonia became the president was suddenly remembering him after 27 years.
कभी नहीं भूल सकता कि किस तरह कांग्रेस के इस परिवार ने सीताराम केसरी जी का अपमान किया था. आज का दिन हमें याद दिलाता है कि कांग्रेस दलितों, पिछड़ों के अधिकार छीनने के लिए क्या कुछ कर सकती है.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has set the tone for a high-voltage electoral battle, one that pits NDA's governance model against the opposition's burdened legacy of Jungle Raj and corruption.
Delhi Police Special Cell has busted a module today inspired by ISIS and arrested two suspect terrorists, both named Adnan, who hail from Bhopal. They were allegedly undergoing training for Fidain attacks, suicide attacks in the national capital. And according to officials, the arrests were made following specific intel inputs and a coordinated operation in Sadiq Nagar in Bhopal. Investigators recovered electronic devices, weapons, ammunition, and they say the module may be linked to foreign terror networks and had been planning a major strike in Delhi.
A major terror strike was averted in Delhi. An ISIS module busted in the national capital. Two Fidain operatives nabbed. A planned IED blast foiled just in time. In a chilling revelation, Delhi was once again a target of terror. Acting on specific inputs, Delhi Police Special Cell carried out a coordinated operation. One in Delhi's Sadiq Nagar, the other in Bhopal. Two terror operatives arrested.
One of the groups, very specific information came from a source who confirmed that a terror module, particularly two particular persons, they were planning to carry out blast in Delhi around Delhi festivals. Diwali festivals. Based on this input, an immediate raid was conducted, first at Sadiq Nagar, Delhi, where Adnan Khan or Abu Maharib, he was arrested. Based on his disclosure, the other person whose name is also incidentally Adnan Khan, he was arrested from Bhopal. These two persons, they had done the recce, and after doing recce, they had identified two potential targets where they were planning to carry out ID blasts.
Special Cell maintains that the duo's handlers may have links to Pakistan's ISI, which continues to use ISIS as a shadow front to spread terror across India.
And they claim to be, as per understanding of their group, they are from ISIS, and they had given an allegiance, vow of allegiance to ISIS, a video which is called Bayat. A video of Bayat has also been recovered from them, which they had sent to their immediate handler, whom they call their Amir. There's a particular ID which they say this person is based somewhere on Syria-Turkey border, who was handling them. So they were working for ISIS.
As interrogation continues, investigators are working to uncover the wider network, identify other sleeper cells, and ensure that Delhi remains safe from the shadow of terror.
Now, Afghanistan borrowed from India's playbook this week to restrict Pakistan's access to water by building dams across the Kurnool River as soon as possible. And this order has come from Supreme Leader Maulvi Hibatullah Akhundzada, who says that Afghans have the right to manage their own water. Pakistan, facing attacks from all sides, already begging for Indus water, now faces another water strike. Here's the full story.
Afghanistan is set to echo India's Indus water move. They are reportedly planning to stop water from Kurnool River flowing into Pakistan by constructing dams. Taliban's supreme leader, Akhundzada, ordered to begin the construction of dams as soon as possible. The order calls to involve local Afghan companies to begin construction to avoid any further delay. The Afghan Water Ministry have reiterated that Afghans have the right to manage their own resources. The Kurnool River originates from Hindu Kush mountains and then merges into the Kabul River, which flows into Pakistan. This controlling the flow of water to Pakistan will further impact agriculture. Not just that, in May 2025, a delegation of Afghan Taliban had also visited Kurnool River to review the possibility of a dam construction. The green light of the dam construction underpins the Taliban's urgency while it deals with violence along the Durand Line, the disputed 2,600-kilometer border with Pakistan. The Taliban's move to limit the flow of water into Pakistan borrows a chapter from India's playbook after the Pahalgam terror attack on April 22nd. 24 hours after the attack, India had suspended the Indus Water Treaty, a 65-year-old deal to share the waters of Indus and its tributaries. After India and now Pakistan, it appears that Pak has now backed into a corner.
Now, a horrific accident happened in the early hours today when a Bengaluru-bound bus from Hyderabad caught fire near Chinna-Tekur village. That's about 20 kilometers from Kurnool town. 20 passengers have been charred to death and only 11 dead bodies identified. 41 passengers were on board at the time of this major tragedy. And according to preliminary probe, the fire broke out around 3 a.m. after a two-wheeler collided with the moving bus. Here's more.
A burning bus, flames devouring everything in its path. Charred aftermath, a scene of unimaginable horror. Injured survivors in agony, shocked eyewitnesses frozen in disbelief, and 20 mortal remains burnt beyond recognition. Kurnool woke up to a nightmare that no one could have imagined. A passenger bus en route from Hyderabad to Bengaluru went up in flames in the dead of the night. Between 2:40 a.m. and 3 a.m., when most passengers were deep in sleep, the AC bus erupted in fire, turning the night into a raging inferno. Many were trapped, many perished in their sleep. Survivors, horrified and trembling, recount the chaos, the screams and the smoke.
A bike which was speeding collided with the bus and it went under the bus. After that, the bike got ignited, resulting in the ignition and the bus being set up on the flames. As it was early morning, 3 o'clock, between 3 to 3:30, most of the people were asleep, but the people who woke up, they were able to break the emergency windows and the emergency exit and they could jump out. But in a very sad and tragic manner, the people who were sleeping and couldn't wake up at that time, they were burnt alive and they were charred.
One of the survivors, still shaking, recounted the horror, detailing moments of sheer terror inside the burning bus.
विंडो ब्रेक को हम लोगों ने ऊपर से जंप किया, वो काफ़ी ऊपर है विंडो, और तो उस टाइम पे कोई सोचते नहीं है तो ऊपर से ऐसे जंप कर दिया. कोई पैर पे गिरा, कोई सर पे गिरा है, कोई साइड से गिरा है, बैक पे गिरा है. तो कुछ लोग उधर भी बेहोश हो गए थे ऊपर से गिर के, तो उन लोगों को खींच के हम लोग साइड में लेके आए. स्मोक आ रहा था, फायर बढ़ रही है. अराउंड 10-11 लोग पीछे से निकले, कुछ 4-5 लोग साइड से निकले, ड्राइवर साइड से विंडो से. बाकी जो लोग हैं
तो अंदर क्या है ना, हम क्या फंस गए थे. तो क्या हुआ, तो हम हेल्प मार रहे थे, सब लोग बोल रहे थे हेल्प बोल के. तो मैं सो रहा था उस समय, तो उठा था मैं, तो विंडो के बाहर देखा था तो फ्लेम्स था बस के ऊपर और बाहर. तो सब लोग पैनिक सिचुएशन में इमरजेंसी एग्जिट हो रहे ना, उधर जा रहे थे. तो मैं भी जा रहा था उस तरह, और पैसेंजर है ना, वो क्या किया ना, वो इमरजेंसी एग्जिट डोर को तोड़ के बाहर गया वो. तो मैं भी उसके बाद बाहर गया था. उसके पहले क्या हुआ ना, पूरा ब्लैक स्मोक आया था, तो सफोकेशन हुआ था पूरा. तो उसकी वजह से हमें कुछ भी नहीं दिखा था. तो जल्दी पैनिक सिचुएशन में हम बाहर गए थे, और क्या हुआ ना, पूरा जल गया बस 1-2 मिनट के बाद, बाहर जाने के बाद.
Telangana Jagruti President K. Kavita has called for an immediate ban on sleeper coach buses, citing the recurring tragedies.
It's a private transport bus traveling from Hyderabad to Bangalore. Unfortunately, we've seen a surge in these accidents. There has been one such accident in Delhi, one in Bangalore. Now we're seeing it in Kurnool. I hope that Union government reviews the policy of this transport, where the sleeper coaches buses probably should be recalled. China, a country like China, has completely banned the sleeper coach buses. Maybe it is time to rethink, because these accidents, there's no people who are surviving these accidents. So it is high time we review this policy.
FSL teams and state transport officials rushed to the scene. Telangana Transport Minister took stock of the devastation, assuring that every unfit bus will be seized.
कर्नाटका ट्रांसपोर्ट मिनिस्टर डिपार्टमेंट और आंध्रा तीनों मिलके आने वाला दिन में ऐसा संगठन फिर ना हो, ऐसा कानून बनाएंगे। और हम ट्रांसपोर्ट लोगों को भी हम रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं और आदेश भी देता है, कोई भी बस बाहर फिटनेस रूल के खिलाफ घूमे तो उसको सीज करेंगे।
The State Transport Department confirms 20 mortal remains have been identified, and with each passing hour, the death toll continues to climb. A night of travel turned into a haunting tragedy that will scar Kurnool forever.
Chennai has been witnessing a distressing couple of days thanks to the torrential rains that have wreaked havoc in the city. And now the infrastructural issues, the civic apathy is once again on display with the heavy downpour, and several of the city's roads are breaking down. A fresh case in point is a road that caved in at Pattalam of KM Garden. And the reports, what reports suggest that the road have submerged 5 feet under the level. Here's more from the ground.
Chennai residents continue to grapple with pothole-ridden roads that have made daily commute into a test of endurance. The latest case is a road that has caved in Pattalam of KM Garden. The road is said to have submerged nearly 5 feet below the level. While no one was injured, the readout has caused a little traffic in the Chennai city main road.
The northeast monsoon rains have been running around the state of Tamil Nadu, and now the bad potholes in the road are leading to big caves in on the road. As you can see, we are right here at the Perambur Barracks Road, which is one of the important main roads, and we can also see that there's at least a 5 feet dip on the main road as soon as the road crashed in last night after the heavy rainfall. While passerby states that it is also because of the metro rail projects that are running across this road that is causing these multiple caves in. This is not the first time this particular road has got a cave in. This is the third part of the road that is dropped down last night, and it's expected that even if the potholes are in other road construction works are being done in a timely manner, and as the government officials tell us that this road will be ready in the next 2 days, there's also a question if the continuous metro rail works would cause a lot of damage to this particular road, making it more troublesome for the people to continue their transport here.
Chennai's potholes have been troubling commuters for a long time now, especially because of the metro rail works around the city. Moreover, when coupled with the heavy and continuous rains that Tamil Nadu's capital city has been receiving since October 22nd, roads are under the threat of caving in at locations near the metro constructions. The Indian Meteorological Department has issued a red alert for several districts in Tamil Nadu, including Chennai, as a depression forms over the Bay of Bengal. With the deteriorating conditions of the roads, citizens brace for situations to get from bad to worst.
And Piyush Pandey, the towering creative force who transformed the face and soul of Indian advertising, passed away on Thursday. Widely regarded as a man who gave Indian advertising its voice, his death marks the end of an era in which advertising spoke not from ivory towers, but from the heart of India.
He was more than an ad man. He was the voice of India's emotion. The man behind timeless campaigns. From the most iconic "Har Ghar Kuch Kehta Hai" ad,
Asian Paints, क्योंकि हर घर कुछ कहता है,
to the evergreen Fevicol का मजबूत जोड़ है.
ये फेविकॉल मरीन का मजबूत जोड़ है, पानी में भी नहीं टूटेगा.
And the all-time favorite Cadbury कुछ मीठा हो जाए.
कुछ अच्छा हो जाए, कुछ मीठा हो जाए. Cadbury Dairy Milk.
Every word, every jingle, he crafted with an unmistakably Indian soul. Padam Shri Piyush Pandey became the creative conscience of the country. He was a cricketer, a copywriter, and a dreamer from Jaipur. He believed India did not need to imitate the West. India needed to tell its own stories in its own voice, and Piyush Pandey became that voice. He was among the very few who, in their words, brought India alive. Piyush Pandey was part of the Republic story. He often appeared on your channel, In one of his most candid conversations with the Republic's editor-in-chief Arnab Goswami on Heroes of India, Piyush Pandey spoke about the power of Indian creativity and why it could never be imported.
You have made everything earthy. You have brought in a sense of pride in India, in our languages. You have, in a way, for people who used to ape the West, you have been a trendsetter. So if I ask you to look back into your career, I don't know how many decades is that now?
36 years.
36 years, 36 years, right? It's a story of India. What do you remember this Independence Day?
I remember that actually I was very lucky to be coming into advertising at the right time. 1982 में मैंने ज्वाइन किया था जी, और 82 में एशियाड हुआ, 82 में कलर टेलीविज़न आया, और एक देश को ज़रूरत पड़ी कि हम if we want to communicate with people to their hearts, now that we are going to go to their homes, we must speak in their language, we must know their culture. So I was at the right place at the right time, and with a little bit of encouragement from some of my seniors, I was allowed a bit of a foot in the door into a world of non-Hindi people, and then the people of India accepted me, and the industry started accepting me, and I enjoyed this journey.
That was Piyush Pandey, authentic, grounded and fiercely Indian. Prime Minister Modi too has expressed his heartfelt condolences while acknowledging his contributions to the world of advertising. He made us laugh with Fevicol, smile with Cadbury, and feel proud with Mile Sur Mera Tumhara. His work was not just advertising. It was an art with heart, a creative giant who gave India its advertising identity. Padma Shri Piyush Pandey gone too soon, but his words, his wit and his warmth will inspire generations to come forever.
There are voices that rise above argument, voices that define eras, shape thought and uphold the idea of justice. And few have done that with the grace and authority like that of Padma Bhushan Harish Salve. On the next episode of Legends, we revisit his extraordinary journey from the cases that made history to his causes that defined a generation. A story of brilliance, belief and the unyielding spirit of justice. Legends featuring Harish Salve, a voice of justice, live and exclusive with Editor-in-Chief Arnab Goswami this weekend on the Republic Media Network campus.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, mass comm, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरी राजा।
Bliss. It dances on your skin like first rain. Experience bliss in all its forms with Hindware. Hindware, designed for bliss.
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
भारत की अपनी दुकान, इंडिया सोना,
अपने देश का सामान, इंडिया सोना, इंडिया सोना।
India Zona. China is quietly changing its air combat strategy. Reports say the People's Liberation Army Air Force, or the Chinese Air Force,
Some of our finest judges came from appointments by the government. Show me one country in the world where judges appoint judges. Show me one sociological research which says if judges don't appoint judges, the independence of judiciary is compromised. We have to mature as a republic. This kind of seeing state machinery to go after people we don't like, be it journalists, be they be political opponent. We have seen this happen a little too often, especially at the level of state governments. I think I have fairly established that you can stay outside the system and be a voice of credibility and sanity. And that is also a lot of what India needs.
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा हार्डकोर मसाला।
इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
पहाड़ों में एक हाइकिंग स्टिक भी बन सकती है।
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।
Bliss. It teases, it soothes, and sometimes speaks without words. Experience bliss in all its forms with Hindware. Hindware, designed for bliss.
R Pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
China is quietly changing its air.
Welcome back, friends. There are voices that rise above argument, voices that define eras, shape thought, and uphold the idea of justice. Few have done that with a grace and authority like that of Padma Bhushan Harish Salve. On the next episode of Legends, we revisit his extraordinary journey, from his cases that made history to his causes that defined a generation. A story of brilliance, belief, and the unyielding spirit of justice. Legends featuring Harish Salve, a voice of justice, live and exclusive with Editor-in-Chief